Hey, Magic friends, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG News. And boy, we got a good one for you today. Preview cards from new Capenna and the return of the Pro Tour. So, before we get started, guys, remember like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Comments down below feeds that YouTube algorithm. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate anything you can do for me to help get there. So smash that subscribe and like button. If you've done everything you can to support the channel, don't forget in the description there is a link to the eBay store, the Patreon. At the eBay store, all the box opening video cards are for sale in there. It helps the channel. I do appreciate it. Even the email to the regular shop if you want to actually hit me up for some actual boxes and stuff, or if you want to support the channel, you can support a box opening. Send me some news, send me some information, send me an email. I'll work something out, let you buy a box cheap. I'll ship it to you, open it on the channel for you. I appreciate everything you do. So, without further ado, we got a lot to dive into, so let's get started. Tray table seat backs in a full upright position. We're rolling into leaks. Starting the day off, we have Jetmir, Nexus of Revels, white, green, red, and 1. It is a 5/4 legendary cat demon. Okay. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have vigilance as long as you control 3 or more creatures. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and trample as long as you control 6 or more. And creatures you control get +1/+0 and have double strike as long as you control 9 or more. If this doesn't say play a token deck, I don't know what does. This looks like it's going to be a great commander. Yes, all these abilities stack, and I think this is going to be something special that all those commander players are going to love. And for 4 mana, I mean, this might be a card you play as a 5/4. I mean, it's probably doable. It's got enough abilities. I think it's easily going to be 5, 10, maybe $20 card if Commander really hits on it. So the next one we have, this color set is the red, black, blue one, and this one is Lord Xandar. Xander, Xandar. Yeah, Lord Xander, the Collector. So for red, black, blue, and 4 at 7 mana for a 6/6, this legendary vampire demon noble. When the collector enters the battlefield, target opponent discards half of the cards in their hand rounded down. Whenever he attacks, defending player mills half their library rounded down. And when he dies, target opponent sacrifices half their non-land permanents they control rounded down. Yes, it's 7 mana. No, nobody cares because you're just going to jerk this out of the graveyard with some kind of cheap effect, and it's just going to be insane. So I easily see this being a $20, $30 card just because there's too many ways to jerk this out of the graveyard easily, especially in Commander and maybe even in Standard or some of the older formats. You're never going to cast this for 7. You're going to cheat it in, and it's going to be devastating. Um, yeah, just devastating. So, next move right along, we have Raffine, Scheming Seer. So for a blue, black, and a white, it's a 1/4 Sphinx Demon. That's right, Sphinx Demon. Has flying and ward 1. Whenever you attack, target attack creature convenes X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. When you convene, you draw X cards, then discard X cards, put that many +1/+1 counters on that creature for each non-land card discarded this way. Or put a +1/+1 counter on that creature for each one discarded this way. This is a very interesting card. It is only 3 mana, however, it's just a 1/4, but I'm sure there's going to be some serious shenanigans with this. And with the honest color pie here we have for this guy, they probably couldn't make him too powerful. However, I'm sure there's going to be a way to break him. 1/4s are hard to kill, and for 3 mana, getting him out on turn 3, he just gets big quick. He's got ward, he's got flying. This could be a devastating card coming up. So, those are all the leaks we have for today. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty, the part I know you want to hear about. That's right, boys and girls and 3% young ladies. The Pro Tour is back. So, with that said, let's take a look at what the hype's about and is it really the Pro Tour? So here you have it, boys and girls, 3% young ladies and gentlemen and kiddos around the world. This is the new pyramid structure for the Pro Tour. We have regional championship qualifiers here on the bottom, which will happen at your local game stores, which will feed into regional championships, which qualify you for the tour. And then you go to the Pro Tour to be the best in the region, and then you get a chance to go to the World Championships. Very similar to what it was before, but there are a few things that are different. So let's scroll through and take a look at it. So as you go through here, real quick here, talks about the tabletop, how there's 4 levels of play. So here's one of the important parts, regional championship qualifiers. So if you look up here, the regional championship qualifiers is how you get in now. And those are held at the local level at WPN and premium stores. Now, every area of the world has somebody new that's going to be doing that for WotC. And you can see here in USA, it's a place called Dreamhack, not Channel Fireball. However, Canada is getting face-to-face games to do it. If anybody was in the Magic stuff before, you'll recognize those guys. They're pretty big. So these are the pages you guys want to mark to figure out when that next tournament's happening, and so you can get the ideas. Now, there is some stuff coming out with it. Regional Championship Qualifier promo cards. If you go to a Regional Championship Qualifier, these are the promo cards you're going to get. And yes, I believe they will be full. The Lava Spike is a non-foil for participating in local qualifiers. Traditional foil for participating in a select large open qualifier events and side events at regional finals. Will have the foil version, they're saying. The non-foil Nixos for the top finishers at local qualifiers. And traditional foil for players who earn invitations to the regional championship. So you'll get one of these for the top finishers, Shrine to Nyx. If you win an invitation, yours will be foil. So, pretty sweet. I mean, it's a good way to start. They're not the best cards in the world, but they are okay cards. People like them. I'm fine with it. Try to get a feel of it out there, right? So here it talks about regional championships. Once you get to the regional championships, you conquer the local scene. It says you set your sights on bragging rights for regional champions. You get to call yourself, it's like here, for example, the European, South American, North American champion, what have you. Says here, win your regional championships or finish second in the USA, EMA, or Japanese championships, and you'll earn a qualification straight to Worlds. So, if you win regionals or get second place, you get to go to Worlds, along with also getting to go to the Pro Tour. Now, like here it says each regional championship is a major Magic event. A focal point for play in the region besides the championship itself. We will award invitations to Pro Tours in addition to the prize pool. So, these events will have a variety of play options for fans. Regional championships are ran by the same groups who organize local qualifiers. So you have to book at their website, so forth and so on. So here it says regional championship promo card is going to be Teferi, the hero of Dominaria. Not too bad. Non-foil for the participants of the regional championship, and for those who are top finishers, you get foils. So once you get to the Pro Tour here, the Pro Tour is back. It will happen 3 times a year. It used to be 4, I think. Qualifiers from regional championships will gather to compete for their share of $500,000 in prizes, an invitation to the World Championship, and the right to claim their place among the best in the world. That's right, it is back. So it says here, Pro Tours will be hosted by Wizards of the Coast at locations we'll announce when we get closer to the dates. So Wizards is running the Pro Tour. They actually are doing the tour itself. They just aren't doing anything that leads to the tour. Kind of like before. Now, our priority is always to be safe for the staff, yada, yada, yada. So I'm sure there'll be some details about that. Here it talks about most Pro Tour qualifiers will be earned by performing well at a regional championship or from finishing within 10 wins in the previous Pro Tour. Finishing with 10 wins. Sorry, excuse me. But they're also introducing a point system called Adjusted Match Points, APM. Okay, this will allow players to earn invites through multiple strong but not otherwise qualifying performances at Pro Tour tournaments. So we won't get into those details right now. I'll probably cover that in a later video. I want to give you the nitty gritty so this isn't too long about how to get there. All invite policies for the first year of the program will be generous as we populate the tournament system. Yep, so there's that. And so the World Championships will serve as the capstone of each season. Around 128 players will compete for their share of $1 million. Da, 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 da. Obviously, there's one winner. Uh, Talks about local qualifiers again. Now, there's also going to be a digital path they talk about here. Events on both platforms on Arena for Arena Qualifier weekends will continue, and there will also be Magic the Gathering Online showcase. So the Arena will include new ways to qualify for Qualifier weekends besides ladder play. The updated MTG Arena qualification path will start with April ladder play and May qualification events. So um, that's gonna be something new. We're just gonna get ready to start April literally today, or technically tomorrow. It's today. It's tomorrow when I'm filming this. It'll be today when you guys see it. Um, you can check that out here. So where do you start? Details about the programs. There's a facts. So it talks about today on March 31st at 2:30 p.m. Be a live Twitch stream to answer questions. Twitch, not Titch. Anyway, it looks like they're going to do play at play MTG is taking over the esports account. So again, we have another pick of it here. So now with that said, let me give you a little extra information here. So here gives you the system overview. Again, it tells you about who to contact, talks more about store qualifiers and what have you. Talks about how you get invited to regionals, store qualify winners, players qualified for the Pro Tour, um, which is fed by the corresponding regionals. Members of Magic the Gathering Hall of Fame are invited to one regional championship and Pro Tour per season. These events must be in the same round and cannot have the same round in which they played in a regional championship qualifier. Also, Magic Online qualifiers and Arena. We already talked about that. So, the top 16 challengers from the 21-22 World Championship qualifying point standings who were not invited to the championship will also get invites apparently. Members of the Magic Pro League and rivals, yay for them. Nobody cares. Um, so, players will be able to qualify for the Pro Tour in the following ways. So, be one of the top finishers at a previous regional championship, with invites passing down to those players. Finish with 10 or more wins in a previous Pro Tour. Online Championship Showcase Series. Members of Magic the Gathering Hall of Fame, we talked about that. Players who finish with 39 or more adjusted match points from the previous 3 Pro Tours rolling. Um, so that's kind of like their old bronze, gold, platinum system. And the top 4 finishers from the Magic World Championship 2022 receive invites, so forth and so on. So, an example here: a player who finishes 10-6 at a Pro Tour, thus qualifies for the next, would earn 20. Thus qualifying for the next would earn 21 adjusted match points. If they finish 9-7 at the next Pro Tour, earning 18. So basically, it's kind of the same process as before. Nothing for a loss, 3 points for a win. So 3 times. Or wait, no, that's 2 points. Or another point system is going to be weird. Okay, anyway. So the 39 points will qualify them for the next one. So additionally, so Pro Tour 1, it'll be at the end of season 22-23. 32 players from the 22 World Championships, all players who finished 9-6 or better from the new Capenna Championship. Bonus invitations at the regional championships, additional invites varying by region, yada yada yada. Pro Tour 2, players who finished 9-7 at Pro Tour 1. Bonus invitations at the regional championships, same thing here. And then there's Worlds, top finishers, the 22 World Championship, players who finish 12-4 or better, or finishes top 8 at any of the seasons of 3 Pro Tours, get to go to Worlds. Top 2 from each of the 3 Magic the Gathering online showcase events, players to be determined from Magic the Gathering Arena. The regional championships, runner-up from the regional championship events in the United States, Europe, and Japan, and the top 32 ranked players not already invited. So, and then there's questions you can answer. So, I know it's a lot to go through. I hope you guys kind of got it. If not, put some comments down below. Let's actually talk about it. I'll answer any questions you guys got. But before I go, let's take a look at actual Dreamhack. So at the Dreamhack website, it looks like this. This is your world of Magic. So Dreamhack here will actually show you how to get in. And if you look at it, they got a lot of stuff. You create the Wizards account, create your Melee account. Talk about play, win globally. So basically, you have the WPN Showdown qualifiers, which then take you to the Atlanta Showdown, which is the regional, then the first Pro Tour, and then championships. So, what is the Atlanta Showdown? Well, first off, let's go down here and just kind of talk a little bit about this. So, there's plenty of questions here for fact. So, how to get regional championship? Simple. A WPN Store regional championship qualifiers are the best ways, kind of like a PTQ back in the old days. On-site last chance qualifiers on Fridays at Dreamhack, and Sunday qualifiers at the Dreamhack for the next regional championship, i.e., the weekend event, for example, in Georgia. Oh, I'm sorry, is it Georgia? Atlanta. Well, it's Atlanta. Um, it's just like having it's going back to kind of like the Magic Fest or GP style. Any of you guys who've ever went to one of those know that there's events all day long. There's last chance qualifiers on Fridays, and then on Sundays there's a qualifier for the next one. That looks like what it's going to be. Now, other ways to do it other than going to the actual GP itself or Magic Fest or what the heck they're calling these things now. Anyway, go to your favorite WPN local gaming store or LGS to qualify. The WPM store gets to pick the dates, time, place, and format of how to qualify. Qualifiers are competitive, so you'll need a Magic the Gathering Melee account to submit to your deck list, and WPM store events are run using Event Link and the Magic the Gathering companion app. Your Magic Arena login email is your Wizards account email and works on Event Link and the companion app. Get your feedback, and whoever qualifies regionals will be contacted via their Wizards account email address. So, also with that, how to run one at Dreamhack. So, register your WPM store at Melee. It talks about all that. Here's the events. I think this is a part that's very interesting. Each season runs for a number of months based on where DreamHack festivals are scheduled. WPN stores can run one qualifier per season, so one every 3 months. The WPN premium stores can run two per season, so they get to run two qualifiers per month or per 3 months. So season one, July 2nd through September 24th. Second season will be scheduled. Obviously, it's going to be after September. The WPN stores can begin scheduling their qualifier events starting on April 1st, i.e., start scheduling today, and the DreamHack Atlanta Regional Championship Qualifier event. Dates must be scheduled to occur between July 2nd and September 4th, i.e., right here. So look for that to be coming up. DreamHack Atlanta is going to be November 18th through the 20th, right around the holidays. Ain't that nice of them? So, and then it talks about their qualifier kit and different kind of bundles. It's like DreamHack Atlanta is going to have all of these things going down with it. You're going to have Magic Showdown, which is the regional championship by invitation. It'll give out 130,000 in cash, 48 players tour invites, and 2 world invites. Fun casual events every day. That's just like regular GPs. They will have an artist alley all over again. Community focused vendors like cards and sellers. 20K open events, 2 10K open events. There's going to be the command zone, cosplay art competitions, jump start to spark to learn to play, and commander at DreamHack. So this is basically them bringing back the GP slash Magic Fest slash whatever you want to call it. We're back, baby. And they finally realized that they have to do this because it's not going to work out well for them if they don't. So, and then here it talks about regional championship structure. Um, you get Pro Tour invites down to 32, down to 48 for the first year. World champion for the first 2. Pretty good payout, not gonna lie. So, and then the regional championship at a glance. Friday is the last chance qualifier for Saturday's regional championship. Saturday, the regional championships is day 1. Invited players only, which is 9 rounds of Swiss. Sunday, regional championship day 2, 18 points or 6 and 3, which is still 3 points for a win, probably 0 for a loss, and or more players only. Rounds based on cut size, followed by a single elimination top 8. The format for DreamHack Atlanta Magic Regional Championship is Pioneer. Ew. Well, boys, dust them old cards off because it's time to get Pioneer whacking and figuring out what the format's doing. So, real quick for you, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them down in the comment section. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Feel free to hit up the Dreamhack site along with other articles, which I'm sure will be coming up over the next couple days. And remember, till next time, be kind, and I hope to see you at a new GP.